We talked about this in a couple previous videos, but here's the press release from CarMax. They're looking to hire 1,800 automotive service professionals by the end of the summer. And this is just for 17 locations. It's not for hundreds of locations. They're going to have a curbside career day on June 10th, which is a couple days from now. CarMax is partnering with the job site Indeed, which, by the way, is a really good organization to find employees or to find a job. And they're going to have curbside hiring events at 16 CarMax locations. The company will be interviewing candidates for a variety of positions: service professionals, technicians, detailers, painters, supply associates, and more. So this is not just for experienced people. They say right here, new and seasoned automotive type employees. Keep in mind that CarMax doesn't do a whole lot of retail service. That's not their main business. They're mainly a retailer of vehicles. Unlike a traditional new car dealer, their service department doesn't have as much what's called service absorption, meaning that their service revenue doesn't absorb as much of the expenses. Most of their absorption comes from fixed operations, which is sales. If you have a company looking to hire 1,800, and in other press releases they've talked about numbers as high as 2,000, and their business is not as much retail service, what that says is they need these people to fix up the cars to get them on the lot, right? They're buying cars from auctions, from private sellers, and they need to get these vehicles reconditioned and prepared for sale. That's mostly what this work's going to be. I believe that some locations also do some service work. If you bring a car in, they'll fix it for you, or if you bought a car from them and it needs work, they'll fix it for you. But most of this primarily will work on reconditioning vehicles. What that says is they're planning for used car sales to continue to go up. They're not going to invest in hiring 1,800 people by the end of summer. This is not just for a long-term thing. They're looking to hire these people within a few months, unless they believed and knew for a fact, this is a public company, they have to know these things, that used car business is going to be high. This is their quote: continues to grow and need to produce more vehicles to keep up with anticipated consumer demand. So this is their vice president of regional operations. They need to produce more vehicles. Since they're a used car dealer primarily, there's a few new car franchises, you can't produce a car by calling the factory and building one. They produce vehicles by buying them at auction or buying them from a retail consumer, and then they recondition them for the front lot. They can't just put it out there the way it comes in. They have to go through it and recondition it. CarMax, I believe, spends an average of $1,600 to $1,700 on reconditioning the last time that we looked at the data. And they need people. Obviously, if they're going to spend $1,800, and these are high-paying jobs. So if you are in a market where CarMax has a location that's hiring, and you have any background in automotive, this could be an opportunity. There's a dramatic need for this, and they're very high-paying jobs. Some of these jobs we've seen advertised $50, $60 an hour for certain types of high-level technicians. So the two takeaways from this is the used car market is predicted to go up. Here's a public company, it says right here, New York Stock Exchange, here's their ticker symbol. The nation's largest retailer of used cars is predicting a huge increase in used car sales. They can't just guess this. They can't just, pull it out of their ear and say, we think it's going up. They have to have a lot of research and data going into this prediction, because they're putting their money where their mouth is. They're hiring 1,800 people, and they're spending money on reconditioning used cars. So keep that in mind if you're at all anywhere near the used car business, if you buy and sell used cars, if you recondition used cars, if you're a flipper, that the used car market is here to stay, and the values, which have already gone up, are probably going to continue to climb for the near future.